The sun starts to set, painting the sky red in Marakeel National Park, South Africa. The golden yellow wildland creates a very appealing scenery. In the scene before us, we see a pride of lions with 1 male and 5 females walking in search of prey. A proud male lion with a golden mane leads the pride deeper into the dark woods. The 5 lionesses follow right after him, blue flames in their eyes as they detect traces of prey. Marakeel National Park is known for its ecology, but is also threatened by poachers. Rhinos are often lured into traps that poachers set deep in the forest for their valuable horns. The pride of lions is completely unaware of the imminent danger and continues to move leisurely forward. The male lion catches the scent of something unusual and immediately breaks away from the pride to investigate. At that instant, his leg is suddenly caught in a heavy steel trap. The male lion roars in pain as the trap clamps shut. The startled female lions immediately rush toward him. Their companion is encircled before them, pure panic in their eyes. The male pulls his leg from the trap, but only aggravates the wound. At that point, his roar becomes a groan of objection. The trap was intended for rhinos, so the clamping power is huge, making it nearly impossible to escape. Hours pass, and the lion remains still, panting, his strength slowly dissipating. The 5 female lions do not run off. Instead, they cluster around the male lion, trying to protect him. This pride barely moves for hours, guarding and licking their friends' wounds from morning to evening. Twilight cloaks the forest in orange. The wind stirs the trees. Then, a strange noise breaks the silence. It is Cabello's car motor, a reserve ranger heading home. He often makes a circuit of the building before calling it a day. Cabello pulls over immediately when he hears a faint growl. When he peers into the iron trap, he is stunned to discover a male lion caught. 5 female lions stand behind him, their eyes wary. Cabello quickly deduces that this is a rhino trap, used by poachers, and assesses the situation. It is darkening, and he is frightened. He does not have enough time to return to the center to call for support. If he does not intervene right away, the poachers will return to inspect the trap and kill the male lion. Wanting to act, Cabello readies a tranquilizer gun just in case. He approaches slowly, hands held high to demonstrate that he means no harm. The 5 female lions growl but do not move or rush him. The male lion appears to realize that Cabello is there to help and ceases his complaints. Cabello is still extremely tense, sweat streaming down his forehead and back. He sets down the tranquilizer gun and, realizing immediate action is necessary, chooses to remove the trap himself. The big cat's leg is swollen, blood oozing from the injury. Cabello inhales deeply and steps up to the male lion. The female lions shift their legs slightly, as if to defend him. Cabello speaks soothing words, knowing the lions will not understand, but hoping they sense his calm tone. His hands shake as he touches the cold iron trap. It is locked tightly around the lion's leg, the chain coiling around it. He struggles to open the hard steel joints, putting all his strength into his arms. Every ticking minute matters, and it feels like time is standing still for the lion. The male lion lets out periodic hisses of pain, but still tries to endure. 4 of the 5 lionesses appear ready to move forward, but the front lioness stops them. They eye Cabello, part probing, part trusting. It takes him nearly 15 minutes to loosen the iron block and remove the trap. The strong male lion lets out a loud roar as if trying to ease his pain. His leg continues to bleed, but at least he has escaped death. Cabello rushes to snatch the trap and sprints back to his car to put it in the trunk. Then he runs back with an emergency medical kit. He cleans the lion's wound with antiseptic, using cotton to remove the blood. The 5 lionesses gaze in disbelief at his actions. While bandaging the lion, Cabello curses the cruel poachers. He does his job with all his heart, despite his fear of the unexpected. The male lion breathes raggedly, then growls, then lies still. Cabello decides to administer a mild stimulant to speed up his recovery. The needle barely grazes the lion's skin. The male lion startles but doesn't go wild. Cabello is grateful that the lions remain calm. The wind is cold, and he feels rushed as the sky continues to darken. He cleans up his tools after the injection and returns to his car. The adrenaline in his body is still surging, his heart beating at full speed. He turns and looks at the male lion, which has not moved, its leg bandaged with care. 10 minutes later, the medicine takes effect. The male lion shifts slightly, then slowly pushes himself up. He lumbers awkwardly, still adjusting to the fresh wrapping on his wound. The 5 females quickly circle the male. The whole pride seems to exhale when they see their friend can walk again. Cabello maintains a distance, watching carefully to ensure everything is all right. The big male lion turns to him and looks at him with an unnervingly calm gaze. At that moment, he senses an unseen connection between himself and the beast. Even though it lasts only a few seconds, it is enough to warm his heart. Cabello waves farewell to the lions, slowly backing away. Then he hears the sound of the car engine starting. He drives away from the location, glancing back at the lions as he does. The entire pride freezes, their eyes fixed on the car until it disappears from sight. Night falls, the last rays of sun disappearing into the Marakeel forest. Since that fateful day, the memory of rescuing the lions has remained in Cabello's heart. Every afternoon, on his way back from patrol, he passes the same spot. He always pauses, listening to the soft wind and the sounds of the natural world. Then, one day, all of a sudden, he sees a male lion in the distance. It does not come too close, but it is plainly watching the car. The 4 lionesses crouch behind the bushes, ready but not charging. Cabello smiles. It is the same male lion he rescued. The following day, the same situation occurs. This time, the male lion runs behind the car for about 5 kilometers before stopping. As a measure of good faith, it watches quietly, then retreats into the dense bushes. Cabello does the same, and the lion returns the next day. Over time, Cabello believes the lion is expressing gratitude. Gradually, this encounter becomes a special ritual, deepening Cabello's love for nature. Day after day, he is happy as the lion looks at him with trusting eyes, showing the world the magical connection that can exist between man and beast. With that said, dear friend, thank you for taking the time to follow this story. If you enjoyed this video, please support our channel by hitting the like and subscribe button.